For today's video, I am talking all about the new RMS Beauty ReDimension Hydra Bronzer. So here is a little glance at the bronzer. I'm gonna let you guys know all of my thoughts about this, do a demo, give you guys a swatch of this, let you know all of the details. So if that interests you, let's go ahead and get right into it. If you are new here and you enjoy beauty related content, I would absolutely love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also, I do have a discount code where you guys can get 20% off of RMS. So if you find this video helpful and you end up wanting to pick up this bronzer, then make sure to check out the description box below for that 20% off if you guys want it. But anyway, if you guys have been watching my channel for a while, you probably know that I am a huge fan of the RMS ReDimension Hydra Powder blushes. So this kind of has a similar packaging in a way, but there are some differences. So here's a look at the blush. We have a different kind of design going on here in the compact with the blush. And then here is a look at the bronzer. The bronzer does come in 4 shades. I have the lightest shade here, which is called Beach Walk Betty. So as you can see, it has a different design going on here, but they both have that gel to powder formula. So they are powder formulas, however, they're not really supposed to look like powder on the face. That is kind of what they are going for with these gel to powder formulas, is that they are supposed to look just really skin-like and almost look more like a cream without actually being a cream. So this bronzer retails for $35. Again, I do have that 20% off if you guys are interested, but this comes in 4 shades. Beach Walk Betty is the lightest shade, and it's described as a sweet kiss of sun with neutral nude undertones, and this is specifically supposed to be good for those with fair skin tones. They also have the shade called Malibu Muse. This is described as a golden hour glow with warm amber undertones. This one is supposed to be good for those with light to medium skin tones. And then they also have a shade called Tan Lines. This is described as an endless summer tan with neutral undertones. This is supposed to be good for medium skin tones. And then the final shade that they have is called Bikini Beach, and this is described as a deep bronze with a slight terracotta base, and this is supposed to be good for medium to deep skin tones. So 4 shades to choose from. You can either purchase it as the full-size product with the compact, or you could even purchase it as a refill. It just wouldn't come with the compact. However, if you already have a compact, then you could just purchase the refill if you didn't want to pay for the packaging itself. Comes with a little mirror in the packaging, just like their Hydra Powder blushes. So similar packaging. This one does have kind of that like bronze look with the RMS on here, whereas the blush has that like orange color for RMS, but that's just a little bit of a difference in the packaging, but not a huge difference. Some things to note about this bronzer is that this is supposed to give a luminous finish. It's supposed to nourish and last all day. It is talc free and it's supposed to give a natural sun-kissed glow. So this is a talc free long wear gel to powder bronzer in a refillable mirrored compact. They say that this is supposed to glide on effortlessly, infusing skin with multi-dimensional life as the bouncy light as air gel blends and builds golden sun-kissed color. The ultimate 2-in-1 complexion enhancer combines the nourishing texture of a cream with the light reflective finish of a luminous powder to enhance the cheeks and face with a golden glow. So this does have a sugar-derived wet powder technology, which provides the bouncy application of a gel with a multifaceted 3D finish, while skin-loving clean ingredients like wild-crafted beriti and organic jojoba oils nourish and smooth. So something to know about the compact as well is that the mirror compact is 75% PCR and refillable. So let's go ahead and get into the application. Again, I have the lightest shade, Beach Walk Betty. So I think I'm going to use this brush right here to apply it. This is the Kosas Contour Fan Brush. So I've been really enjoying this for applying my bronzers. It's gonna get a good amount on here. And what I've noticed with this bronzer from testing it out a few times is that it doesn't pick up a super lot of powder right away, which I actually think is nice because I find that it's easy to work with, where you don't have to worry about applying too much powder at once, but you can just kind of slowly build it up. But as you can see, it definitely is giving a nice bronze to the skin. I also really did try to get a decent amount of product on. But as you can see, it's already giving a really nice bronze. I personally think this shade does work quite nicely for me. It definitely gives me that sun-kissed look. I think this brush does a nice job at just diffusing the product well also, making it so it doesn't look too heavy. I'm just doing my best to really blend it out. It does blend out very nice. The formula I feel like is easy to work with. It does look really smooth and soft on the skin. It doesn't look heavy. Here's a close-up. I think it's so pretty. I love a luminous blush or bronzer. I think that they just make my skin look much more vibrant and awake and alive. So if you're not a huge fan of luminous blushes, this might not be your thing. However, I don't find that this looks like overly luminous. I feel like it just has just the right amount of luminosity where it doesn't look like a highlighter type of thing, and it doesn't look, yeah, it just doesn't look overly luminous, but yet it still is gonna give kind of your skin a bit of a glow with that sun-kissed look. So it's not chunks of glitter, it's not shimmery, it just gives a nice luminosity and healthy glow to the skin that I personally think is really beautiful. So I really feel like this is a perfect amount of product on my face already. I would not typically build this up anymore, but just to show you that you can build it up if you want to. Also, I did apply a good amount of product to the brush because the first time that I used it, it didn't pick up as much product. So I really applied more than like you have to. You could definitely apply it in a much lighter application if you want to. You don't have to apply it at the amount that I did. If you think that this looks like too much bronze, then don't worry. You can definitely do a much lighter application of this so that it doesn't look quite as bronzy if you want. However, I do also want to use another brush and just show you how you can really build this up. So this is the Makeup by Mario F2 brush. So it is dual-sided, but I'm going to use the bigger side of the brush to use for the bronzer. So I'm just going to tap a little bit on here. Just kind of tap my brush off a little, and I just want to show you how you can build this up a little bit if you want to. This brush is also a little bit more dense than that Kosas contour brush, so this is going to be able to pick up a little more product, apply the product a little bit more intense, I guess is what I want to say. But yeah, it's, as you can see though, even though I am building it up a little bit, I find this bronzer is just very easy to work with, where I don't feel like I'm applying too much at once. Doesn't look like I have a stark bronzer line. It just blends out very easy and seamlessly. So I don't know how much the camera is picking that up of how it is building up, but it definitely did build up a little bit. I'm just gonna do a little more on this side. But still just very easy to work with. Very easy to blend out. I also think that this bronzer would be gorgeous just popped in the crease as like an eyeshadow shade. Just gonna pop a little in there with my finger. Really gorgeous. I really like the shade. I think it's very pretty. I think it's easy to work with. Definitely, I probably wouldn't apply quite this much on a normal basis. However, I just wanted to show you how you can build it up if you want to. But again, you can definitely apply a much lighter application, a more subtle application, if this looks like too bronzy to you, because I understand this might look a little too bronzy to some people, but it's very easy to work with. There is that. I think this is absolutely beautiful. I am definitely going to be reaching for this a lot this summer. I really like it. Honestly, I haven't found a whole lot of luminous bronzers that are a powder formula in the clean beauty makeup space, so I'm very excited about this, and I can definitely see myself using this a lot. I know I already am a fan of this. Just like the blushes, it is a good one. It's definitely a yes for me. So if you like luminous bronzers and you like how this looks, then I would definitely think that this would be worth checking out. Again, I do have that 20% off code where you guys can get 20% off of anything from RMS, so it doesn't just have to be on this bronzer. That code will work for anything from the RMS website, so definitely make sure to check out the description box below if you are interested. If you're interested in picking this up or anything from RMS and you want to help to support my channel, it would mean so much to me if you would use my link and code in the description box below. No pressure at all to do that, but it does really help to support my channel and it helps you to save some money too. So hopefully that is a win-win. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, please let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you do want to see even more content from me in the future, I would absolutely love it if you would go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you for our next video.